the Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast. Let's go. Rikishi Fatu, all y'all ready? We the ones. Keep it locked on the Rikishi Fatu podcast. Off the Top. We gon' talk about everything wrestling, everything hip hop. Keep it locked. It's time to smarten up.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Big
My goodness,
Kish.
man. 2026 is here. We are in the house, man. Just grateful and thankful, just, given another opportunity at life for 2026. How was your New Year's?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Went home, went up to the Bay, saw the family. I got all the toys for Christmas that I wanted. I didn't get the Make a Difference Fatu toy, but I did get some toys for Christmas. I was a very good boy this year. How about you? How was your Christmas with the family?
Man, it was great. It was easy, just chilled, relaxed, watch, some college football and so forth. And, just got some downtime. It was, cold. It was raining, bad out here in SoCal, as you know. And, so I'm not that type of guy that when it's cold out there, raining, like I'm chilled. Mm-hmm. We from SoCal, so we like that hot weather. We used to walking around with T-shirts and shorts and flip-flops, Yeah, but it was easy,
That's good you got some downtime because, man, you was running and gunning all of 2025. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that. But before we get into this show, let's get into this amazing El Jefe energy drink right here, Big Kish. That's right, courtesy.
Hey, toast.
Salud, salud.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, follow El Jefe Energy on Instagram. That is the page, El Jefe Energy. I'm going to crack this open right now, Big Kish. I'm going to give you a little.
What it tastes. I had one. I'm already zooming already.
I'm trying to get there.
I'm speeding already, It got a good taste to it, right? Got a good taste to it. So I want to thank them, man. Thank them for sponsoring, Knox Pro.
Damn. This don't put wings on it. This puts a rocket pack. Woo! Straight to the moon.
El Jefe.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Make sure to follow them on Instagram,
Yes.
El Jefe.
Wow, that is honestly, that is really
It's good, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like orange too, man. But, a lot of energy drinks, they don't taste that, I'm not too much on some of the tastes that's out there, but this one tastes good. So
this is the Baja Orange.
Baja.
Yes, sir.
Baja Orange.
Baja.
All right. El Jefe.
There it is. So, Big Kish, we're going to talk about it. 2025 was one hell of a year, not only in pro wrestling, it was for your family and many, many more. Right off the gate, right now, I wanted to ask you, in 2025, who would you say, in your opinion, what star had the breakout year? It could be in any promotion. Just in pro wrestling, period, what star would you say had the breakout year of 2025?
I'd have to say Braun Breaker, man.
Wow, okay.
Breakout year, Braun Breaker.
There it is. You can't argue against that.
we kind of seen the growth of this kid here, man. First coming through, and then, just how they continue to, I guess I want to say how they continue to trust him. Mm-hmm. And I think that, the WWE is doing a good job by, going with this cat here, man. He's a young dude. He's strong, you know what I mean? You can tell he gets it. He's starting to feel comfortable on his promos out there. So, Braun Breaker, to me, is one of the guys that, the breakout for 2025. And, you're probably going to trip, but, hey, I got to throw it out there, too. Mm-hmm. I'd have to say Gunther, too, man.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? This guy here, because you got two heels, right? You got Braun Breaker, then you got this guy Gunther, but Gunther just got that different type of heat, Joey.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He just got like that old school type of heat that, the foreigners type of heat.
Yeah.
You're from Russia, you're from Germany.
100%.
Iron Sheik type of vibe, Boris Zukov.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Type of vibe, and he just, he can get out there. There's nothing to me that's gimmicky about this guy, right? He's got plain trunks, plain black boots. The robe is just a regular black robe, but he'd just come out there and whoop your ass and just have people just hate him, which tells me right there that this is the guy that I feel that needs to, as far as going to be that main event level, that he can hold that for a minute. yeah, I look forward for Gunther to do some big things in 2026.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's been growing on me as well. I'm enjoying watching him taunt AJ Styles, with the whole "you can't see me" stuff, and really good stuff out there. Absolutely good call. ESPN actually voted their breakthrough star of the year, and their breakthrough star of the year is actually Dirty Dom. Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
That was a good choice, I thought.
That's valid.
Yes, sir. Right. And also, you can't forget the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. 2025 was his year as well. This is
valid.
This was the year of various breakout stars, and those are just two. I want to get your thoughts on Dirty Dom, another second generation superstar. What are your thoughts on Dirty Dom?
Well, he's definitely smart. He's definitely talented in the ring. I'm sure he's talented in and out the squared circle. Knowing the legacy that he comes from with his father, he's very well surrounded, by people that, number one, care for him. Number two, that not going to hold back anything but the truth to him when it comes in this squared circle and in this business, and also, being a part of the family member. So, to carry that Mysterio name, that's some weight.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's some weight. I mean, we know his father is just one of the greatest of all times in Lucha Libre.
Which father?
I didn't say that. I know the real one. Mysterioso. So anyhow, but that right there, man, you know what I mean? I believe if Eddie was alive too today, he'd be right there, help, molding this kid, as far as, the route that they see. That's probably can be a good advice to him. But at the end of the day, I feel Dom found himself.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
He's so comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't even feel like a gimmick anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just come out there. I love the mustache. That's heat. You got to be a tough dude to wear a mustache like that.
I saw footage of a little kid asking for his autograph, and he said no because the kid was wearing like a John Cena shirt or something. He told the kid no.
That's a heel.
Straight up told him no. Like what? And he was waiting. The kid was waiting for him to say like, "I'm just kidding." And he sold it. He did not sign that kid's autograph.
Dom's out there selling tickets, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you got to appreciate that. In your opinion, since we're speaking out of breakout stars of the year, what female star would you have the breakout year this year in 2025?
You know what? I'd have to go with Tiffy Time.
Ooh, Tiffany Stratton. Okay. Yeah, another.
You know what
okay.
I mean? She
All
was
right.
another one that was holding it down. I got to go with Cargill.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She holding it down.
She's persevered. Yeah.
And what's her name? The new chick that just came from Mexico.
Oh, Stephanie. I mean, you know what? And I have never said her last name, and I'm Mexican because you know this.
Don't butcher it now.
I'm gonna.
Okay, how do you pronounce it?
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Absolutely, yeah. No, she's amazing. Absolutely amazing talent, and I think she brings something fresh to the game as well.
And she's gonna be something. She's gonna be something to reckon with, man. Because they ain't really light her up yet. You got certain talent that when they come through those curtains, the fans either they like you or they don't like you. And she is just instantly got over so quick, And here's a chick, she don't speak English very well.
Mm-mm.
But that just goes to show you that action speaks louder, right? Because she's a beast in there. She's talented.
Yep.
Everything that she does in there, she's smooth at it. She knows how to engage with the fans. So, I see big things happening for her.
Yes, sir. And I think the Devil's Kiss had a little thing to do with that popularity.
I wonder who started all that booty thing going on, man. Boy, they just left it. But that thing just steady going on years after, 25 plus years after.
I would like to take a timeout into this. I'd like to take a timeout, Big Kish. I have a question for you that has nothing to do with the show, but I saw a flyer. Is there a show coming called Tribal Cheeks?
Tribal Cheeks.
Are you on a show called Tribal Cheeks? Ladies and gentlemen,
that was one of my friend promoters up there in Wisconsin.
Okay,
I'm actually doing. No, I had no idea what it was. You never know what these promoters are going to put on the flyer. And so when I seen it, I had to double take. And I actually laughed at it. I said, that's a good damn T-shirt.
I was scrolling through my feed, and I was just scrolling, and it said tribal cheeks. I said, hold on, wait a minute.
But that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
No, not at all. But I just wanted to clarify.
Tribal Cheeks comedy show.
So is that an appearance? Is it a show?
It's just a show. It's going to be out there for a Blizzard Brawl.
Okay. Out
there in Wisconsin. It'll be in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. And so it's for a friend of mine's a promoter by the name of David Hero.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wasn't unable to make the last show, of course, due to my surgery and everything. But so this was kind of like the makeup show.
Yes, sir, that's right.
So the makeup show is Tribal Cheeks.
There
it goes down February the 7th, Cedarburg,
there it is, Wisconsin.
That's right.
Wow, okay. All right, so bringing it back to the show at hand here. I was speaking of 2025. Big Kish, what did you learn about yourself in 2025?
Oh, man, just slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down and enjoy life a little bit.
That's hard for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, in my line of work, we're all entertainers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is our bread and butter is when we out there doing what we do. All the signings, the appearances, the wrestling shows, the seminars. I mean, you name it, anything that has to do with professional wrestling. That's what we do, And when it comes, And for me, I didn't realize I was out there almost every weekend.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? And, after a while, it was taking a toll on me. I felt like I was on a WWE schedule again, 200-something days out the year. And so, I kind of, learned to kind of slow down. I learned a lesson from, last year that, not everything is everything, meaning that for me is my health.
Yes, sir.
The times that you can't get back with your family, those, missing birthdays and stuff. I don't, I did that when I was with WWE.
Right.
I don't plan to do that. Like I actually, when you're independent, you just commit and book. Yeah, I book my stuff 3 months ahead of time, 2 months ahead of time, and before you know it, if I don't put it down on a calendar, I'll end up forget that this was a important thing that I was supposed to be there, but I kind of played it off like, I forgot about it.
Of course.
And so at the end of the day, it's that slowing down, enjoy a little bit of life, and just to be able to be here for everybody.
In 2025, what did you learn about the wrestling business?
Man, what didn't happen to the wrestling business? You know what I mean? What I did learn about it, that it's a whole new different vibe now. These cats here making a lot of money, which is good. I'm happy for the boys, that are out there, is being able to pound their bodies and take all these bumps and take all these sacrifices and to be able to be away from their family to make it count. So it's nice to see that happening for the boys. And then, the schedule, I think the scheduling's a lot better now. They're doing TVs here, and then, of course, those that has to go do extra personal appearance and stuff. That's just, adds on to their schedules and stuff. So that scheduling, a lot better. But as far as I feel the paydays and how the company is structured now, I'm not too. I don't know. About the ticket prices with TKO and because I have even my family members, like now we can't even like. They will usually call me for tickets, but it's too difficult now. There's a lot of like loopholes you have to go through and blah, blah, blah. Even though, I'm not with the company full, but I'm still in the Legends contract with the WWE. So, you would think that, family members and friends, close friends,
get comp tickets.
You still have those type of comp tickets. Right. But there is no comp ticket. So, I could probably try to get like a discounted, but I don't know. What's discount nowadays? Like $1,000 ticket? That's still, for a family of five, a man working 9 to 5 through the whole week, and the whole family loves, wrestling, it's very difficult to be able to take a family to events where, I know back in the day for us, man, tickets like $25, $50. I don't know, front row seats was $75 or something like that, But now, boy, you really got to hit the lottery to even sit up in the nosebleeds, right?
Wow.
I'm thinking, At least that's what I hear from a lot of the wrestling fans. Like they would come complain to me about it, but I'm like, yo, whoa. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hear you guys' concerns, but I'm not the guy to.
Right.
I'll talk about it. I'll put it out there. Maybe maybe the company or whoever that's in that position, that's in charge of that part of Ticketmaster or whatever, kind of make it happen for the fans.
So you're a Hall of Famer. Do you think there should, I'm not saying, because I know you're not expecting anything, but you're a Hall of Famer and you show up to a WWE house show. Don't you think there should maybe be...
Well, we should have it all.
Maybe it should be a little...
All of it.
This way, sir. You're good.
Yeah.
You did...
Everything.
Yes, sir.
Everything.
Wow.
I want it all.
Y'all helped build that company. Not just you, but everybody. And then no one's allowed to come in there with...
if we're a Hall of Famer, well, come on and show it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The last time I went to... I was coming through the back and coming to come see my kids,
Mm-hmm.
And, when they come to town, they never know when I'm coming through, because it just depends how I feel or so forth. But I come through there and, bless their heart, security's over there that works for the arena. They just doing their job, say, oh, we need to have. So now they got like a long list and stuff, who's their name and blah, blah, blah. And I told Rikishi, and then he says, all right. So he's like, I knew my name wasn't on the list. But I knew there was a Fatu on there because I got 3 boys in there. And said, well, Rikishi, well, Fatu's, but no. I said, hey, here you go. Here's my pass right here. And I showed him the Hall of Fame ring. He said, oh, well, damn, that's all you had to do. Go ahead, man. And there it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's definitely changed, man. I think all Hall of Famers, when they come to WWE events, we should get the red carpet.
Yes, sir.
VIP treatment.
Absolutely.
What
was that guy's name who let you in? What was his name? What did he work at?
Oh, he worked over there at the Staples Center. It was probably a Samoan fan.
I'm just kidding.
Staples Center.
Yes, sir. I'm just messing with you.
Of course, there's that energy drink. It's that El Jefe.
Thank you, El Jefe. For real. Seriously. No lie. That is no lie. Or like the kids say, no cap. In 2026, Big Kish, who do you think the world needs to keep their eyes on? Again, any promotion, AEW, Ring of Honor, TNA. Who that you've noticed do you think the world needs to keep their eyes on?
I'm excited to see a lot of the new talent that's coming up from NXT. So, for instance, one of our guys here from Knox Pro that trained here, Trick Williams.
Yes.
Trick, finally, got called up to the main roster. So I look forward for for some good things to happen to Trick. I feel if they push this kid the right way, just let him do his thing. Let him find himself, let him be, obviously he's comfortable already on the mic. He kind of knows who he is. And you can tell, I kind of caught a little bit on Friday when he came up. He looked sharp with that white mink coat. He just looked like a superstar, and it was like it was a fresh body talent to be able to look at on SmackDown. Like, you get tuned in like, okay, let me see what this guy's all about.
Right.
And you can hear, like, his following coming from NXT definitely followed him up to the main roster, and they were just yelling his catchphrase, whoop that Trick, right? And they were just, so once people start yelling your catchphrase, and that's your first time on TV, you can rest assured that, the creative control back there, they're already on it.
Yes, sir. Somebody that came to my mind was Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, he just won the United States Championship.
About time.
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's great.
Yes,
Big
sir.
shout out to Carmelo.
Yes, sir. I believe 2026. You should keep an eye on that guy. He's got a lot coming. A lot of good breakout stars in 2025, moving into 2026, and then for the females, somebody that I've been noticing a lot lately. Do you have a female breakout star by any chance?
I think I already mentioned what's up, Stephanie?
Oh, okay. Here, there it is. My bad. How did I forget that? Mine would be Io Sky.
Io Sky?
So Io Sky's got her little thing now, so she's going like this now, so now the fans are in.
Just like
Everybody's...
to dance.
I do.
You like to dance.
I'm not against it, but I think her, tag teaming now with Rhea Ripley, of course, her new tag team champions. Congratulations, ladies.
That's it.
So I think they got a lot going on as well. 2025, no doubt about it, was a huge year for your family. Let's talk about Jay. Jay Uso, no doubt, would you say 2025 was his biggest year in his career? First of all, going back to January, winning the Royal Rumble, winning the title at WrestleMania, and then ending the year off winning the tag belts with his brother. That's
huge.
That's how. I don't know if it gets much bigger than that, Big Kish. First of all, what are your thoughts on that alone? That accomplishment.
Well, for talent, I mean, they gave him the ball to run with. Starting from Royal Rumble, and he's been running. When I say run, that's not only what you see on TV. He's been that company dude out there. You know what I mean? When people are going home, he's going to do appearances. When people are going home, he's up at 5 in the morning doing 6 a.m. news and the whole nine. So, and then to come back and then do the WrestleMania deal, get booked on that, and then come back again, and then to end off the year with his brother. That's what professional wrestlers, they'd be lying to you if they say that they would never want that spot like what Jay was given, right? They gave him the ball. He ran with it. He did good with it, and now, boom, we're on to the next level with the tag team with his brother. So this is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting beginning of the year because we can see, like, it seemed like when they won the tag team belts, man, it seemed like the fans just missed that. They miss seeing those two together and being in these type of matches because they know what they can deliver. And I feel like, man, one of the best matches for me when I watched the Usos, bar none, would have to be New Day. Because when they all four of those guys work together, man, my goodness, it's like poetry in motion. You never know what you're going to get out of it. You're going to get a top five, a star five match, but you never know, like, what type of spots are going to come out, what type of wild moments. So, I look forward for 2026 is going to be a good year for the Usos.
I've heard a few suggestions out there on if they make it to Mania with those titles on who their opponents should be. And so far, the popular suggestion is a three-way dance, basically, a triple threat match for those tag titles. The Usos, the Hardy Boys, and the New Day. What do you think about that match?
They better put them on last.
Ooh.
I mean, come on. Let's think about it. That's a lot of good talent that like you just give them time and let them get out there and do their thing out there. You talk about the Hardy Boys?
Yeah.
Man, the Hardys, the Usos, and New Day? Come
man.
Yeah, you can book that twice in the main event.
I just want
on both nights.
I just want to see Hardy's entrance. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to do that dance. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sure we can edit in Hardy's music for you.
Sorry. I've always wanted to do that, Big Kish. Sorry.
Jeff, all right, Jeff and Matt, if you don't mind, please send an autograph for my guy. I appreciate it. I'll pay for shipping and whatever.
Oh man, that is hilarious. But I can't wait. And you know what? I think the fans.
Bret Hart now is Hardy Boys. Went from Bret Hart to Hardy Boys now.
Hey man, it's all about Bret still. Bret's still my guy, but Jeff Hardy had the dance moves. I don't know about Bret. I don't know if he had the dance, but Jeff can dance. Come on now, Big Kish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. So
never know what he's gonna ask me on these podcasts.
Never. Just for the record, yes, he never knows what I'm gonna ask him.
That's true.
Not one time have we ever heard
unscripted.
Yes. So for all the people who says he does this and does that. I'm the one who writes the questions, and he's never once saw one beforehand, so suck it. I wanted to know, what do you predict for the Usos, besides this Dream WrestleMania match we just talked about, 2026, what is your predictions for them as a tag team championship unit moving forward?
What I would like to, see them. I think the fans would too, because who haven't they wrestled, right? It's been, 15, 16 years, right? Just the tag team, just recently they kind of broke out in singles, right? But now they're coming back to tag team. So I would really like to see, instead of a repeat with people that they have already wrestled before, man, I'm just a big fan of NXT. I'm a big fan of those that are coming up and just looking for that opportunity. Because, when they come through knowing that they're going to come and get that opportunity on the main roster, their purpose is so much higher than those that are already there. You know what I mean? This is like, man, this is my chance to find. I mean, I was doing good in NXT, but now to be called up. So when they call you up, they feel like you're ready. I'm always tuned into NXT just to watch, some of the matches and to see some of the new faces. Like, you try to pick, like, okay, that person he has that it factor. She has that it factor. And so I really look forward to, a team that's down there in NXT, when the time is right and they're called up. I think that'll be a match that I'll be engaged with. And hopefully, if they do it right, that can be like a good storyline for the Usos, because now it's something new for them.
Right.
They haven't wrestled these two, young bucks coming up, up to the new roster. So, we'll see, Again, it falls down, it all falls down not to the talent, but it falls down to those that are writing.
Yes, sir. Two more things before I let you go, Big Kish. Big Sexy Kevin Nash was in the news lately. He had basically made some comments towards CM Punk. And basically the comments were basically that CM Punk he's looked like he's lost a step. It looks like he's a little sluggish, a little older, and maybe he should call it a day. That's kind of not quoting Big Sexy there, but it's something those along the lines of those words right there. That CM Punk has lost a little bit in his groove, and he's probably at the point he should call it a day. First of all,
is there heat there between? Because I don't follow all that stuff.
Well, there was that epic promo like 15 years ago where Kevin Nash told CM Punk that he looked like he worked at a restaurant and blah blah blah, and go hit the showers. It was a really good promo, but I think they were good. I don't know if there's heat, but he also did mention that hey, you're a main eventer and you're wearing a T-shirt on Raw, basically. So he came at him too for the T-shirt, and then CM Punk trolled him at a event recently a few days ago. He walks out and he looks like he's going to take off his shirt. Yeah. And he takes it off and he has another shirt underneath it to kind of play off what Kevin Nash was saying about the T-shirt deal. Wow. So first of all, I mean, do you think CM Punk is because I'm a fan of CM Punk, by the way. I love CM Punk. So I mean, I'm just curious in your words.
I think CM Punk is CM Punk.
Right.
There's only one CM Punk. There's only one Kevin Nash. I mean, at the time right now, this is CM Punk's time.
Yes, sir.
So what CM Punk does, that's the champ can do whatever he want to do.
Yes, sir.
Obviously the company believes in him. He's has some value to the company. What happened back, that way, we're not even paying attention. I don't feel, because if they were paying attention to that, then definitely he probably wouldn't even got the strap. Kevin's a good friend of mine. CM Punk's a good friend of mine. I just believe that, hey, when it's a person's time, let them do them. If
yes,
he
sir.
wants to wear a T-shirt or come out with a gold chain rope or whatever the case it may be, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
And so that I hope I'm sure Kevin didn't mean anything bad about it, or whatever.
I don't think so.
What I mean? And so who knows? Like it's probably something just for people to talk about.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Here we are talking. Well, I brought it up.
You ain't gonna hear me talk about it because I ain't got nothing bad to say about nobody.
Yes, sir.
I kind of realize you're like a disturber. Man.
I am not a disturber. No.
2026. You see how I just realized when he's asking me these questions, this is unscripted, right? This is all unscripted. So I never know what Joey's gonna ask me. Then I'm listening. I said, okay. So what am I supposed to say? Like, this and that about Kevin and this and that about, and then he'll be the one laughing, but I'll be the one all online.
Fans, I write the questions every single time.
I don't know nothing, then. It's unscripted.
Come after me.
That's it.
Big Kish. We're going
Yes,
to end this with a fan question, actually. We had a fan write in, and this is from Polynesian_pro wrestlers at Instagram. They had a question for you, Big Kish. And they would love to know, this is about a potential group rumored that it was Umaga, your cousin Matt, and yourself.
Yeah.
So their question is, we would love for Big Kish to give us the backstory of this faction that never happened. I've seen and read rumors that this was a plan for Rikishi, Jamal, and Rosie. I have read rumors that this was a plan for the three of them. With a faction before the Bloodline. In the early 2000s, when Rikishi went heel, we would love for him to talk about this on the podcast. Well, thank you, Polynesian_pro wrestlers. What happened with that group? How come it never came?
Well, first of all, it was a rumor.
Okay.
And then you got the wrong guy in there. Umaga was never a part of that. This was the time during Make a Difference.
Okay.
And it was Samu and Matty Smalls.
Okay.
He'd come out and he was looking like Booyah Tribe with the braids and the brim. And so it was supposed to be that. Well, they would come through. I was a baby, they were the heel, and we would form the faction. But, obviously, that thing there fell through. So to answer your question, it was not, me, Umaga, and Rosie. It was me, Samu, and Rosie.
Copy that.
Okay.
Thank you, Big Kish. Good seeing you. 2026 is going to be a great year. Do you have any final words?
Listen, I just want to say thank you again. It feels good to be back. To be on the podcast. Thank you all the fans for a wonderful years for 2025, and we look forward to 2026 and trying to bring the best unscripted stuff out here to you guys. Just things that we can talk about. And make sure to, I would like the fans here, Joe, we can do something where, I want to know about the Discord. We had a lot of fun last year because I was watching some of the old tapes of the episodes. And it really, it seemed like the fans was having a great time with the Discord. So just to kind of throw it out there, if you guys want it back, go ahead and comment below on this episode. And then, we'll see where we can take it from there. So, but in the meantime, always remember it's free to be kind to one another and always smarten up. Cheers to El Jefe.